right? Spring ball is right around the corner. I repeat, spring ball is right around the corner. A-Day game, that's the big topic today. The A-Day game, allegedly that's coming back, which I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't like them bringing the actual A-Day game back. I understand it's free. I understand the fans come, all this, all that, meet the players, have one big kumbaya. But I've talked about it in numerous videos, dog. A game, the A-Day game, no, I don't like it at all, bro. Really, I was happy when they took it away. I could care less about how a fan or the fans feel, because at the end of the day, bro, guess what? The fans ain't gonna be there if a major player goes down in the A-Day game to show off a little bit, to show what you got. Now you want to do a scrimmage, a light scrimmage, boom, whatever. I understand it's always a possibility of injuries no matter what. Regular game, spring ball, regular practice, boom. But a game simply just to satisfy the fans, no, I'm not too concerned with that. I'm thinking more about the players and who's healthy first snap of the regular season. The real season begins. Do we have all the players on the field? Shout out my dog Delton in the building, man. Get it. Let's get it, dog. A game. Yeah, the A game, Delton. I'm not a fan of it anymore. I think at this point it's unnecessary. Why bring it back? You didn't have it last year. Boom. Why is it so necessary to bring that game back? You know who you have. You know the personnel you have. They're going to scrimmage enough during spring ball, man. Spring camp, 2 a days, all that. Fourth quarter program. Boom. What do you need to really see out of your players? It is simply done for the fans at this point. Yeah, the fans love to see and watch a game, see which players coming up, freshman, sophomore. I understand you see how the team looks. You want to see how the teams look? Hey, go to the damn games, bro. Go to practice. Go to the open practices, homie. Open workouts, whatever. You know what I mean? Early. That's just how I feel about the whole situation around yonder. There's no need to risk injury to one of your players. Backup, starter, whatever. I repeat, it's no need to risk injury from one of your best players. It's very important that Batman is healthy the beginning of the season. I was very satiated when they took that damn A game away. Yeah, when they took that A-Day game away, I was not mad at all. A bunch of fans crying, oh, it's not fair. That's not right. That's tradition. So what, man? So what? Sometimes you need to shake tradition up, huh? Yeah. Sometimes you need to change tradition, huh? Yeah. The A-Day game is not beneficial, in my opinion, to the Bama players. And I know some Bama fans talking about, oh, Georgia has an A-Day game this year. Georgia has a spring game this year. So what? Let Georgia be Georgia. Let Georgia do them, right? We ain't got to follow Georgia's lead, right? We are the standard. We are Bama. We beat Georgia at home. Fuck them. We set the standard around this bitch. You hear me? Heavy. Just because Georgia jump off a roof, Bama going to jump off a roof. So I'm glad. Now they bring it. I'm gonna get into the article. They break down the dates of the whole A-Day festivities, huh? That word festivities alone, huh, means what? Please the fans, pleasing to the fans, homie. And I understand that. I understand all that tradition, it's a vibe, all that. But what matters more? Yeah, I ask you, what matters more? Your fans being satisfied or your players being healthy first snap of the season? Yeah. So all this A-Day game, this and A-Day game that, bring it back, this, that. No. I hope they do not bring that game back. Now you want to go watch the practice, that's enough. You want to go watch the 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, whatever, boom, bro. You hear me? Heavy. That's enough. You want to learn your team, see your team, take pictures, all that type shit. Cool. Go do that at practice. Right? That's why they got a whole A-Day event. Go handle your business, that Bama business. But a full A-Day game, homie, for what? Huh? Yeah. The goal is to stay healthy, period. Oh, the goal isn't to just satiate the fans and have them happy, make them feel happy during the spring, during spring ball, because they there. Oh, because it's a free game. Forget that. If you a fan, you a fan. Point blank, period, bottom line. Ain't no way around it, homie. Yeah. So no to the A-Day game. I repeat, no to the A-Day game. For me, it's just too much. Unnecessary risk that don't have to be taken at the end of the day. I repeat it again. Unnecessary risk that don't have to be taken at the end of the day. Let's hop into the article real quick, man. Boom. The whole A-Day thing is fine and dandy. Okay, it sounds good. It looks good. It's fun for the fans. Yeah, yip de doo, whoop de doo. Here we go. Here we go again. Another A-Day game. We're bringing tradition back. No, no, bro. Hell to the no, no, no. I could give a damn about an A-Day game being played. You hear me? Heavy. Roll tide. I'm thinking about the health of the players, right? Right. Yeah, man. Unnecessary reps and snaps will not be beneficial to Bama at the end of the day, period. Here we go, man. Boom. Alabama football announces date, time for 2026 A-Day. Make your calendars, mark your calendars, I mean, Alabama fans. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Head coach Kalen DeBoer announced on Wednesday that the Golden Flake A-Day will take place on Saturday, April 11th at 1 p.m. Central at Bryant Denny Stadium. Wow, man. Wow. There was no mention of a game in the release from Alabama athletics, only a scrimmage. See, I'm cool with that, bro. I'm actually cool with that. You don't need a whole game, a big fourth quarter game. Make it all long and drawn out. No, man. Give them a short scrimmage. If they ass want to be entertained, bet. Give their ass a short ass scrimmage, homie. Yeah. K Dog don't need to feel forced or feel like he's forced to have A-Day game round yonder because the fans want it. Have you a little scrimmage, a little nice run, and that's it. That's it. They like it or not. Take it or leave it, baby. I repeat, take it or leave it. Yeah. You hear me heavy? Bitch, yeah. Enough of this. Oh, please the fans, please the fans. How many fans turned their back on Bama on y'all, K Dog, when they thought the season was over? When y'all got smacked by Indiana? How many fans turned their back on you? And you want to tell me now you want to do something for the fans because they want to see it? They want it brought back? Give them a light scrimmage, homie. I repeat, a light scrimmage, and that will suffice. Anything else, homie, is too damn much. Period. No cap. The hell going on around here? But exactly what fans will see during the final of 15 spring practices remain to be seen. It could be a game, as was typically the case in years past, but not in 25, or an open practice like we saw last year. There's nothing wrong with the open practice. You did it last year, do it again. What has changed so drastically, homie, where they feel forced to have an A-Day game? And it doesn't even make sense. Come on, bro. Heavy. Acting like the fans, the fans matter. The fans matter. All right, cool. But what matters the most? Being healthy or your damn fans in the stadium at a free game? Come on, bro. Spring games are returning to college football after most teams elected to eliminate the open scrimmage to fans last spring. The moves were because of the spring transfer portal window, which no longer exists. The board also cited injuries as a reason Alabama didn't have a traditional A-Day game in 25. Boom, right there. Spotlight, green light. You know what I mean, homie? Yeah. Buzzer goes off, homie. Yeah, ring the bell, ring the damn bell. He said it right there, hit it on the head with a hammer. The biggest reason why? Injuries, the risk of injuries. So if K Dog knows it, go with it then, homie. Don't second guess nothing. The health of the team is likely to impact his decision again. From the Alabama Athletics release on Wednesday morning, while additional details surrounding A-Day will be announced at a later date, attendees should note that some modifications will be made relative to upgraded experiences. Activations outside the stadium, concessions, and premium seating due to preparations for the concert on Saturday, April 18th. I mean, concert, homie. Who walking, who performing? I repeat, man, who walking, who performing around that bitch. The annual Walk of Fame ceremony at Denny Chimes, honoring the 2025 captains, will still take place prior to the scrimmage, as will the Walk of Champions. The Crimson Tide's team captains, Parker Brailsford, Tim Keenan, Deontay Lawson, and Ty Simpson, all moved on after the 2025 season concluded, but will be honored on April 11th. And shout out Brailsford, shout out Keenan, homie, Deontay Lawson, shout out Law, and Ty Simpson as well. Especially Ty Simpson, bro, for just staying true and real and loyal to Bama, the Bama brand, and Bama standard. That goes a long way in all of the above: recruiting, winning, team morale, confidence, all that, bro. Standard, the logo, etc., 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 homie. Yeah. He was faithful, he was loyal to Bama. He had a great appreciation for Bama, man. Yeah. All move or boom, right there, part. Alabama's 2026 spring practice will feature a new look Crimson Tide team. 40 players either ran out of eligibility or entered the NFL draft. I repeat, 40 players either ran out of eligibility or entered the NFL draft or transfer portal, while 35 new players committed to Alabama both before and after the season. Shout out Mean Green, Terrence Green, heavy. That includes freshmen and transfers. UA held on to some key players this offseason, including quarterbacks Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, heavy, who will compete for the Tide starting quarterback role left vacant by Simpson. Alabama will kick off its 2026 spring schedule with practice number one in early March. So, like I say, bro, right around the damn corner. Oh, yeah. So college football, yeah, it's gone, done, over with, but technically it's right back in the action, right back in the mix. You hear me? Heavy. That's the thing about college sports. They don't have as long as a layoff, like the NFL teams, NBA teams, all that. Period, man. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for the A-Day. So let me know in the comments, bro. Let me know in the chat. How do you feel about the A-Day game? Do you want it back? Do you like it? Do you respect it? If you're a Bama fan, let me know in the chat. How do you feel about the A-Day game for real? Do you think it's important? Do you think it's much needed? Let me know, bro. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about it. Vikings news today in the building. Skull, baby. Right? Even though today is a roll tide day, but skull definitely all day, all night. Skull tide, baby. Yeah, you hear me? Heavy. Yeah, man. But Alabama, yeah, K Dog shouldn't feel forced or feel pressured at all to have the A-Day game, to actually play a real game. They get enough from being there at practices, watching players perform in practice. And like I say, if they're not satisfied by that, well, get them going. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, shit. It's just what it is, man. Yeah. Ain't no way around it. Give me 1 second, man. Then when you talk about the defensive side of the ball for Bama, I think the defensive side will be the strong point for this year. I mean, it pretty much adds up that way once again. You talk about the players coming back, players returning, players who could have went pro but remained. And I'm gonna get into the whole NFL combine and talk about the Bama players who were invited. But we're simply talking defense and Bama defense, secondary especially. We're talking about potentially one of the best defensive units in the game. I'm not just saying that because it's Bama. I'm talking about real experience. Yeah, guys who played last year, whether freshman or sophomore, juniors, whatever. Even guys who came in through the portal. right? We got experience on the defensive side of the ball. So I'm very excited. I repeat, very excited at how this defense will look overall. But I want to check out the grades or the so-called grades that the so-called analysts and experts and beat writers and college football heads are giving Alabama and just with the transfer portal moves. Alabama football transfer portal defensive grades. Did the Tide improve? Well, just look from the outside looking in, really paying attention, right, and observing the whole transfer portal scene. I definitely believe the Tide improved. We talk about big names and much needed commits that they gained through the portal. Always speak about Mean Green, Terrence Green from Oregon. We talk about the linebacker from Virginia Tech. We talk about the safety from Mercer. We talk about the old lineman from Mississippi State. Got one from Cal Poly, the other one Brooks from Texas. He can keep his nose clean and head straight and head right on the right path. Big dude, 6'7", 300 plus pounds. We talk about a new offensive line coach, all that. Both sides of the ball, for real, if we're talking actual facts, both sides of the ball, Bama has improved. And that's a great sign, definitely a positive for Bama. So shout out K Dog once again. Then you mix up in there, sprinkle on top some what? We talk recruiting, baby, real, true, per recruiting. The great job that DeBoer has done, that K Dog and his staff has done. And they continue, they remain elite. They remain elite. They bring in big names in once again. Boom. Big names in once again, homie. Yeah. Bringing all these big names in all at once. Once again, they have the chance to finish number one in recruiting, if you may not know, in 2027. This year, 26. Where did they fall in between the lines at? They were ranked number 5 in recruiting this year, homie. Heavy, which goes a long way because if you remember, I know I say it a lot, but you got to put some respect on K Dog's name. For some fans and media, that was the biggest question and biggest issue about him. Okay, Linda DeBoer, he can't hit the South. He can never hit the South. Well, he basically made those people eat their damn words. I repeat, he made them eat their damn words, homie. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Not only has he recruited very well in the South, he's also taken the Nick Saban route. Recruiting heavy, I mean real heavy in state. Bama boys, where a lot of talent is. And we saw Saban do the same thing. You can really just locate in the South. Locate in the South from the eye test or simply word of mouth. When it comes to high school football in the South, right? Guess what? Word travels fast. Even in the middle school, Pop Warner realms, homie. When it comes to prime time ball, which players are the best? Oh, start scouting him early, homie. Eighth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade. Boom. Bama on him. Ole Miss on him. You know, Ole Miss gonna throw some tampering in there. You know what I mean? Rocking and rolling with them, huh? Yeah. You know, them Ole Miss boys play dirty. Allegedly. Throw that allegedly round yonder. Well, matter of fact, I ain't got to throw it in there either because Dabo Swinney pretty much exposed everything. So it's all out in front now. Yeah, Dabo Swinney did that, huh? Handled that real business. Shout out Dabo Swinney, man. Yeah, heavy. Straight up, man. No cap. But if we want to question or if you have any questions about the job Bama did in the portal and recruiting, all that, the players returning as well, come on, bro. What question do you really have? The biggest concern would be can they develop these players and have them ready for real? Have them 1,000% prepared? That's the biggest question right now. Development. But I'm very excited about the Adrian Clem hiring, an NFL veteran, an experienced NFL player in the building, in the room. Hopefully, he coaches with a certain tenacity, certain aggression. and it permeates through his players and through the O-line room. Because one thing Alabama was lacking that we're not used to is what, bro? Physicality, my boy, heavy. That dog in him, my boy, heavy. And I'm not saying it's not in him, but it may take Adrian Clem to bring it out of those big boys up front. Because you know the Saban days, prime especially, homie, them boys came out, shirts out, stomach out, maulers, bruh, maulers, moving bodies every damn snap, no cap. We never seen the soft trenches, man. A weak trenches, man, when you coursed in a physicality, man, where you can't get nothing in the run game. Never seen that, bruh. Not never. So a lot must be repaired. But the job Bama has done, I'm real proud of K Dog and them boys. Real proud of the work them boys have put in. So let's go ahead and dive into it. It's something to get familiar with players. It's more personal. Real talk, dog. Real talk. Roll Tide, baby. My dog Delt in the building. What up, homie? Let's get it. Roll Tide. Straight up. One more again, man. Definitely feels different, though. More personal level, like really understanding the talent, just the names in the building, doing the research and all that, man. You know, heavy. Let's get into it. Now, of course, we got to talk about roster turnover. That is a real thing now in this realm of college football. A revolving door, damn near. Players coming in, homie. Players coming out, huh? Yeah. Every time, every year. So they took away, right? They took away the whole spring portal, and I'm so glad they did that because that's a whole nother can of worms Bama would have had to deal with, right? Right. Heavy, man. Yeah. I mean, it's enough to worry about after the season. Your players hitting the portal, then all main, boom, springtime come. Your players hitting the portal, but now you don't got to worry about that topic. The roster is pretty much set, homie. Yeah, you know, pretty much set for this year. This year coming up at least. So that's definitely a plus, and I'm glad they changed that scenario anyway. And as we all know, the transfer portal, the NIL, the whole college system right now needs to be revamped quickly and swiftly. Roster turnover, portal movement, and internal development shaped Alabama's defense heading into the new season. The Crimson Tide lost veteran leadership and production at key spots, particularly along the defensive front and at inside linebacker. Alabama countered with targeted portal additions and a strong belief in younger players ready for expanded roles. And that's a big must. We got Yanze Pierre coming back. I've talked to y'all about London Simmons before. Number 90, I feel like he's going to be a real dog. Then you mix him in with Terrence Green coming in from the portal. Like I say, these trenches could be dominant both sides. It's all about scheme and are these coaches putting these players in the best position to win and reach their maximum potential. But as far as talent, once again, another year, another SEC year. We can bang with any team in the nation. I repeat, Bama can bang with and beat any team in the nation. Yeah, I stand on that 10 toes down, bro. You hear me? Heavy all day, every day. Roll Tide. hmm Alabama, okay, when we said that, the secondary returns as one of the nation's most talented and experienced units, giving the defense a clear strength to build around. Big facts, no cap. Your secondary is your strong point, man. Right? You have true pillars on that defense all around. Cornerback, boom. Safety position, boom. There's no reason the secondary should be a weak link, especially if coaching is on point. If Kane Walmack's teachings and his scheme is on point. Another year in the building, another year for these players being in Kane Walmack's system. The defense was elite last year. Needed improvements in certain areas, certain roster gaps. But at the end of the day, bro, this defense was a championship caliber defense. And I don't care what nobody talking about round yonder. Who say differently, let me add them. Roll Tide, man. Yeah. But the secondary is your strong point. And I'm pretty sure, Kane Walmack definitely knows that, homie. If he don't, he need to wake up and smell the damn coffee. If he don't, something's wrong with him. Yeah. So like they say right here, man, you build around your big dogs. You build around your best unit. Huh? Certain pieces, homie, you cannot replace. Dejon Lee, Brown, you got Hubbard coming back, Sab coming back, younger players as well in the mix, homie. You got Kirkpatrick, probably will be a backup, but he's very versatile, very physical. Yeah, you got Mincy in the building, returning. A lot of players coming to step up, man, for real. But this secondary should definitely be elite. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even to the point where they can take a lot of pressure off of your trenches. Now the trenches are very important as well, and I believe Bama will be solidified in those. But at the end of the day, bro, it's a benefit to have elite cornerbacks who can shut shit down, safeties who can really cover. And like I said, you got two real experienced vets coming back at those positions, man. Very important positions, man, on the field. You hear me? Heavy. So Bama, man, hey, appreciate, homie. Don't take for granted the luxury, homie. Yeah. See what's up, man. The question becomes how quickly new contributors can replace departing production and whether this group can take a step forward in becoming one of the best units in the SEC. Wow. Grading Alabama's offensive rebuild, frontline makeover. Hmm. The defensive front was certainly an area Alabama wanted to address, but perhaps didn't expect to target as heavily as it did. The loss of team captain Tim Keenan, who anchored the tide in the middle, and bandit LT Overton due to exhausted eligibility was significant. And it was followed by four transfers: James Smith, Ohio State; Keon Keeley, Notre Dame; Kelby Collins, South Carolina; and Jordan Reynard, Ole Miss. The players who transferred accounted for 55 tackles and 7.5 sacks. I mean, nothing ridiculously crazy. Each had the potential to make a bigger impact than they did previously. But the bottom line was Alabama needed more production up front. Three of the four incoming transfers combined for 71 tackles and 3 sacks last season. That's a slight uptick, but the Tide also added veterans Devon Tompkins. Very excited about him as well. Red shirt senior at a USC, homie. Yeah. Red shirt senior, meaning he brings more experience to the table, reps and snaps, all that. So that's definitely a plus. Kedrick Bingley Jones, 7th year. So you got a 7th year player. Believe he's out of Mississippi State. Just playing ball in the SEC for 7 years. Certain things he knows for sure. Yeah, knows for sure. You know, just the repetitions, the level of talent he's been going up against, and he's faced some injuries as well, homie. But if he can stay healthy and put it all together, he could definitely be a starter on this Bama defense or real heavy in the rotation. And Terrence Green, redshirt junior, very excited about Terrence Mean Green. Like I say, probably the biggest pickup. Yeah, the biggest pickup in the whole portal off season. Yeah, man. Just a big dude, like what he 6'6", 3 something pounds, 330 plus, along with Caleb Smith, a 6'5", 270 pound red shirt freshman who still has 4 years of eligibility. Caleb Smith, another in-home Bama in-state guy. I believe he was at Washington. He didn't get no reps last year, so his body is still fresh. He is still learning the game. Still has 4 years of eligibility left. And like I say, bro, 6'5", 275. He gets on the right weight program and nutrition program. Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, it's no limit for that man there, man. Let's get it, man. Yeah. Roll Tide, homie. Yeah. Alabama added serious size inside with Bingley Jones and Green, along with Thompson, ranked among the most sought after defensive linemen in the portal. And you understand why. After seeing his size, power, credentials, etc., you understand why, bro. Definitely, homie. Yeah. The Tide will carry 15 defensive linemen into fall camp, three more than last season. London Simmons, entering his sophomore year, has all SEC potential. The group looks capable of making a bigger impact than in recent seasons, though Keenan remains a tough loss to fully replace. And Keenan, shout out Tim Keenan. He was a vet, respect the vets on the team. He definitely put his work in, put his grind down. But Keenan, he can be replaced. He will be replaced. London Simmons, only a sophomore, man. I'm so excited about his potential and his future at Bama. I feel like these next 2 years for him could damn near be real dog season, bro. For real, heavy. He should come back bigger, stronger. If your program on point, strength and conditioning program is on point, right? Right. Come back better. The game then slowed down for him. Mentally stronger on the field, homie. Yeah, probably feels more comfortable, feels more confident at his position where he really stands on his team, homie. So yeah, definitely expect big things for London Simmons. hmm Retention wins, depth questions. And we talk about retention. How many players? That's just it. That's simple. How many players can you really retain, man? Right? How many players can you keep in the damn building? you know? My boy Dre in the building. What up, Dre? That boy, wow. He say Bama killer. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Calm it down, my boy. Calm it way down, Dre. Shout out Dre in the building, man. He say Kangaroo Black, where you at? I want a bar fight. Oh man, he say Kangaroo Black, where you at? Yeah, we talk about retention and keeping players on a roster. That's very important and goes a long way. Roster building, roster chemistry, national championship team chemistry building. It's important to retain talent and a very tough thing to do in this time of college football, bro. Period. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive in. One of Alabama's biggest offseason wins was retaining Yanze Pierre. We know Yanze Pierre, a pure dog. I repeat, we know Yanze Pierre is a pure dog. I've said it numerous times. I feel like he can not only lead the SEC in sacks, well, not only will lead the SEC in sacks, but he has a real chance to be to have the most sacks in college football this year. And I stand on that 10 toes down, homie. Yeah. After what I seen from here, after what I seen from him last year, the work he really put in, the way he get after that quarterback. Oh yeah, man, that is his special T. You hear me? Heavy. You know, this off season will go a long way as far as which trajectory his career will go in. But he's definitely he has first round pick written all over him. you know, I may even say he has top 10 pick written all over him. Yeah, bottom line, bro. Period. After Quay Russaw suffered an injury earlier in the year, Pierre stepped into a starting role and never gave it back, finishing with 8 sacks while consistently disrupting opposing backfields. He weighed NFL options and drew heavy behind the scenes, interest from the other programs offering significant NIL opportunities before deciding to return. And once again, shout out Yanze Pierre because he could have left for that bag. He could have went to the money, right? He